progressions. Your first one is understanding the shape. Five of these. Arms by your ears, strong legs and back. Into a lunge each time. Into the lunge, head through, arms by your ears and back. And now on the other leg, exactly the same, lunge, arms by your ears, use your back leg as your power. And back. And back. 3 more. Back. 2 more. And last one, keep it nice and tight through your bottom. And back. That was progression number 1. Your second one is understanding the shape as you would go up into the air. So onto your knees, stretch right by your ears, down, onto the mat. You're going to have your toes on the floor pointed, pushing the top of your feet into the ground. You're going to make sure your arms are off the mat and your head is between your arms. And down, hold it for 5 each time. And up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. Now you're going to turn over into a dish shape. And you're going to come up as high as you can. Arms by your ears, legs off the ground. And down. Hold it for 5 each time if you can. If you can't do that, keep your feet on the floor and just your shoulders off. Make sure your arms are by your ears the whole time. And down. And last one for 5, ready, go. And down. Roll over onto your front. This is the main handstand shape, so you need to make sure your arms are by your ears, your bottom is tight, and your toes are pointed to make sure you get up into the air. So we're going to do this front one more time. And we're going to hold it for 10 this time. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Feet into the ground, arms up, hips into the ground, ribs down to your hips, arms by your ears. 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Good job. Give your arms a shake, and give your legs a shake. Your next one is a lunge, T-lunge, and that's prepping you for the shape as you go up into the handstand. So you're going to have your arms by your ears, you go down, into a T, and back down, arms by your ears, back in. So every time you're lunging, arms by your ears, up into a T. So make sure you don't wobble. You need to push your big toe into the ground, keep your foot flat, and your arms by your ears will keep you controlled with your head down, because you need to make sure your back leg is strong as well, up into the air and back down into the lunge. So we're going to do 5 of these on each leg. So, arms by your ears, lunge, T, push your big toe, and down, and back. Number 2, up, down, back, 3, and last one, down and back. Shake your legs out, circle your arms, give your arms a shake. We're going on to the other leg first now. Arms going exactly the same, by your ears, pushing your leg up to the T, then back down to the lunge. A bit wobbly on this leg. Push your big toe into the ground, up, back down. 2 more. Down and back. Up. Last one to the T. Down and back. Good job. Your last one is to prep you for your power up to your handstand. So you're going to do exactly the same. You're going to lunge, and then when you go into your T, you're going to power up. Don't go all the way up to handstand because you're not going to be ready for that yet. Power yourself up and use this bit of your leg and your ankles to push you up. So to prep for that, we need to do 10 little jumps through our ankles. So you need to push through your ankles like this each time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn around. Go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Every time I have my arms by my ears. So we're going to try this now. We're going to do 5, then we're going to stop. 20 jumps, 10 each way, and then we're going to do it in the other leg. So arms by your ears. Into this, like you're about to go into your T, and you're going to power up with your hands on the mat. Don't push too hard. So, it's going to look like this. Arms by your ears, down, power up. Like this. Each time. We're going to do 5 of those on this leg, and then 5 on the next. So arms by your ears, up, power. You can try and join your feet, but don't go too far. You need to push through this leg as you go up, through your ankles. 3 more. Arms by your ears, T, up. Most people will look like this if you're starting out basic, but that's fine, we're going to move it up each time. Last one, power up. Good job. Now we're going to do 10 little ankle jumps again. Are you ready? Off you go. Arms by your ears, pushing through your ankles, not your knees. And again, 10. 5 more, we're going to have this leg in front this time. Right, arms by your ears, lunge, and push, like this, back to that shape every time. Arms by your ears, push, and up. Two more. Good job. That was our last exercise for the handstands. You can try it up against a wall using that progression each time to push it up, power it up, power it up. If you feel confident enough and you've got a mat or soft surface at home, you can try your handstands, slowly progressing it up higher and higher till you're at the diagonal. 1, 2, and last one, head through, 3. Good job. Move number 2 is going to be the cartwheel. So the most important thing is that you drive your heels up and over, because the heel needs to lead to bring that semicircle motion over the top. But first of all, we're going to do some drills that will bring you up for preparation for your cartwheel. So first of all, we're going to do some lunges. You're going to be using that shape as you prep to go into your cartwheel. One more round. The arms are really important for power over on your cartwheel. The next one is going to be prepping to create that motion to go over the top. So you're going to pretend to jump over an imaginary block for 10, then you're going to use your arms on the ground and jump over an imaginary block using the power of your ankles and your legs to get you over. So I'm going to jump over this line, but pretend it's a little bit higher. Pretend you're jumping over a foam block around this big. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well done. Give your arms a shake and your legs a shake. This time, we're going to be jumping over this. Imagine there's the same block there, but you need to be creating a motion that goes over like that, rather than round the front. Because if you were to progress to go into a beam, you probably fall off. If you were going round the edge, you need to make sure it's going right over the top. So, hands on the ground, on each side of your line. You could put a piece of masking tape down to help you. So you're going to jump over, up, over, up. So every time I'm making sure I go up and over in a tuck position. So from the side, this looks like this. Make sure your legs come right up. Good job. Now you're going to try it with straight legs, because when you go over into your cartwheel, you don't want to have bent legs. You're going to have your hands on either side, pretend the block is still there. Jumping at each side. Using the power from your ankles to push you off. So, from the side, this looks like. Pretend your block. Good job. Your next exercise is going to be learning to keep your back completely flat so that you have full control during your cartwheel. So breathe. So this time, back up really straight. Make sure you don't do this with your ankle. If you're doing that, you're ruining the exercise and you're bending your back in each time. Arms up, flat feet all the way through, pushing through your big toe to keep you steady on the ground. Doesn't matter how high you get, just as long as you keep your back straight all the way through. Keep your arms right up, concentrate on your core as you pull up. We're going to be doing 5 of these. 4, 5. Rest. We're going to do the other leg. My legs are not high, but it is in controlled movement. Make sure your knees and your legs are straight. Push your big toe into the ground. Good job. Next one is going to be learning the lunge shape again. Holding it and bringing it back. Have a breather. Shake your legs out if you need to. And your arms. Off you go. Arms by your ears. Lunging down, head between your arms. Bend your front leg at a 90-degree angle, and the back one comes towards the floor. Swap your legs over. 6, go. 1, 2, arms by your ears. 3, 4, 5, 6, Good job. Now we're going to be doing the lunge shape, but with power, so that you can control your legs as you go over. This will help you progress towards a round off in the future as well. Shake your legs out. Arms. Power. Power through your arms as they bring up, and keep your legs strong and your bottom tight. Keep your hips flat all the time. Go. Power. 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 Other leg. Power. Arms by your ears still. Power. Power. Push. As if you're pushing a ball up in the air. Good job. Right. You need a lunge T-lunge again. So this is a lunge, then creating a T shape, then coming back down. Push your big toe into the ground every time to keep you from wobbling everywhere, and to keep your bottom tight to make sure you don't wobble your hips. Otherwise you lose control during the movement. So, here we go. T, down, back. 4 of these. Push your toe into the ground to make sure you have control. Last one, T, down. Next foot. Last one. Good job. Right, the last one is a one-handed lunge kick. This is ensuring that you create this shape of kicking up and making sure this heel leads all the way over to create your semicircle shape. So, doesn't need to be high as long as it's controlled. Don't want to wobble everywhere like an octopus. You want to make sure it's nice and controlled in your bottom, all the way through your legs. Arms by your ears at all times. This will make sure you keep control and in a straight line all the way down your Right, now we're going to do some practice. So you need to know what leg needs to lead. So for this, all I do is stand here and pretend to fall forward. Whatever foot I put forward first is what one is going to go in front first. So you can try it yourself. Ready? Fall in. Just stop yourself like that. And good practice, what we're going to do, we're going to keep our arms by our ears. As we fall forward, arms go. It'll become muscle memory by the end of this. So, you're going to sit back, nice and tall, arms by your ears, toe pointed into your lunge. So this is the foot that's going to lead, whatever one you fell forward onto. You're going to create a T with your hands. This T is going to look like this for me. So I'm going forward like this. So I have one hand in an L shape and one hand joining it like this. So I'm creating my arms by my ears, point my toe into my lunge, create my T, and over. Good job. Landing lunge every time with your arms by your ears. So we're going to do that again. arms by your ears, lunge. Yours is probably going to be hard to keep your legs straight at first. So all I want you to do is practice getting up and over like that. Make sure you're going up and over your block, your imaginary block. But make sure your arms by your ears every time. Arms by your ears and over. And eventually you can get your legs straight the more confident you get. So arms by your ears, over. Arms by your ears, solid, push your toes into the ground, and you're done. Great job.